Soggy Junt versus Boros Feathers. That's what we're at, right?
Yeah, you could call it Boros Feather.
Yeah.
I prefer Heroic, but you know, I'm a Theros fanboy, so. Pepijn already checking out his sideboard.
Just making sure.
Oh no, they're going over the...
Yes, so
Right.
because we have shared the deck list and we talk extensively about the decks on stream, starting from the second round, people get access to the content of their opponent's deck before the actual match. And since they're having a look, let's have a quick little look as well at Wet Junt, Soggy Junt, Moist Junt, whatever you want to call it. It's playing all the cards that look like modern Junt cards.
Yep.
So Tarmogoyf is a Gatebreaker Ram, Toll of the Invasion is your Thoughtseize, not Shivan Fire, Yaya's Greeting or Jaya's Greeting
Is your
Lightning Bolt, and
Angret's Rampage is your Liliana.
Angret's Rampage is your one-shot Liliana.
Mm.
All right. So you have that all going. You're trading mostly 1-for-1 with pretty much anything there is in the format until you stick either a huge Gatebreaker Ram or an unbeatable Planeswalker. In the meantime, on the other side, we have Boros Feather trying to stick preferably multiple creatures that trigger off either being targeted or instants and sorceries being played, so that every pump spell, every removal spell that you play just boosts your entire team. There's some crazy card advantage engines with Arcanist and Feather going on, especially if you combine those with each other. And it's just one of the most solid and versatile aggro decks that we currently have. It protects its creatures, it's hard hitting, it has strong removal, and it's just all round solid. One of the weaknesses you could say that it does have is its mana base, and I'm a bit confused by why are there 9 dual lands in this list?
No clue. Maybe because he's running 8 2 mana, 2 different color creatures, and Feather as well.
So what is the third? You have the Gate, the life gain land,
and then the non-life gain lands.
Oh, and the
Stone
regular
Quarry.
one. Yeah, right. I totally forgot that. We now have 3 copies of each 2-color land. Yep. All right. I keep deleting the wrong one.
Well, there's the deck.
Not taking his time. Really getting into the nitty-gritty of the deck. This is the final match, so do expect players to be a bit tired from playing, but serious. There's nothing really at stake here except the bragging rights, the being in the Invitational, and having won one. And mentioning that, Pepijn might be the first repeat winner.
Exactly.
If he takes it home here. I don't think we've had one. But it also reminds me that I seriously need to make work of the Hall of Fame page on the website.
Yep.
That really needs to come sooner rather than later. But I don't remember all the Invitational winners.
Well, most of the footage is online.
Yep.
So, yeah. Anyway, while I was on my break, I talked to Pepijn a bit about the upcoming match. He was mostly concerned about what to sideboard, because there's a lot he wants in, there's not a lot he wants out.
Sander Rijkaard said, I found my deck for the open.
Talking about Boros, you mean, or?
Soggy Junt.
Oh, Soggy Junt. Yeah.
It's a really cool deck to play.
Absolutely.
It looks very, very powerful. Gentry is becoming a format with history. At this point, yes. The fact that we're going to the 9th edition of the Gentry Open is pretty mind-blowing.
It's almost 5 years.
Yeah. So I would like to be able to do something special with the 10th edition, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
If you know of any funky sponsors or things we could do, feel free to let me know.
Sander says, anything coming near grindy mid-range stuff is my short. Well, Sander, do I have the deck for you? Even grindier than the Jund deck. Sultai Muldrotha Elementals Neoform.
With Tatiova.
With Tatiova. Oh yeah. That deck just goes, oh, you give me a window to resolve Neoform, here's a rare, and 5,000 triggers. Go.
Yep, that's pretty much how it goes.
It cannot be outvalued. The value is too strong for that deck.
And it also 99% ports into rotation.
Absolutely.
I mean, you lose you're one of Tatiova.
You lose Muldrotha.
And you lose Muldrotha. Oh no, you're only being unfair, not disgustingly unfair.
I mean, you lose some setup, right? Dusk Legion, Zealot, the Vine Mare, Chupacabra. You lose some setup. You lose some good cards. Well, we can share the deck list. Hold on. While the players are actually shuffling up, I will post the deck list that I just talked about in the chat. Vine Mare is already rotating out. Sorry, for reference, Vine Mare was in the format when I won my Open a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Open number 7, I think. Yeah, Vine Mare was just added to the format then, so it's been... Actually, no, it's been
a year.
A year, and it'll be a year and 3 months when Vine Mare rotates out.
Yeah. Which is the shortest duration it pretty
Could
much
possibly
could have
have.
been in standard.
That's true. But yeah, exactly, as you just say, Sarvi, it's since you've not played it in a while, you've not seen a whole lot of Vine Mare.
Casually reminding everyone he won an Open. Yeah, this guy always bragging with his achievements.
See, the thing is, why it's so clearly in my mind is that I
Does
rewatched
this every time.
I rewatched that finals yesterday, where ironically, Niels, you were like, "Oh no, he's gonna remind us of it every time."
Really?
Yes, you say that. And Flores is there like, all right, so everyone come and play Gentry to beat this guy, to kick him down a notch.
Still used to 2-year rotations. That never happened. We had 6-month rotations, or 1 year. There's never been a 2-year rotation in standard.
All right, let's refresh the chat on the Twitch.
So in the meantime, our players seem to be ready. I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't know if this is mulligans, but I think we're still in pre-game procedure.
Yeah, looks like it. There we go. No? Chat is not catching up. Oh yeah, chat is caught up. So, Sander, specifically for you, let me paste the link to that Neoform deck I was talking about.
You're also my cheerleader.
Oh right, I should cheer. I'm not up there anymore. It just says cheer now to be number 1.
Time to become number 1 again. What's the minimum amount you can cheer?
One cheer is 1 cent.
I wonder how many of my viewers have the cheer credits. I think you're...
I might be one of the only one.
There's only 2 people that ever cheered for me. Hey, we have a cheer. I don't have a notification for cheers?
Apparently not.
I think I do. Never
Kappa
bought
1.
bits.
Alright, we're off to the races with a mountain on Mata's side.
Race.
Trying to decide what order he wants his mana to come out in. Which is definitely a very relevant thing in the Wet Gem deck. Having the right colors of mana.
Soggy Gent.
Having the right colors of mana at the right time.
It has been decided.
I was not consulted. I do not agree. Alright, let's see what Mats wants to do here. Be distracted by the judge, it would seem. Let's close this door. Oh, goddammit, cables. Why you no drill hole in the floor? Ceiling.
Because it's a spawn plafond. It would rip.
Well, yeah. The wall then.
Make everything wireless.
Also that.
No.
Fire Urchin.
That's what we did with the internet.
Oh yeah, true.
And then
But I mean, you wouldn't
twice.
put it on Wi-Fi. You'd have a dedicated local network for it. No. A dedicated local network for it.
Sure.
Another tap land for Pepijn. Let's see what Mats is going to do. One notable card that is missing from Mats' sideboard, or main deck if you want it there, is Gideon's Sacrifice. A card that, when spoiled, everyone was like, oh, well, rest in peace Gates Ablaze, because it really does just shut down Gates Ablaze very hard. Doesn't really see a whole lot of play because, well, Gates Ablaze no longer sees a whole lot of play.
True.
There is the Angrit's Rampage. Nothing Mats can do. Fire Urchin goes down. Ung. Nope, too late. That must have sounded weird to the chat, yeah.
No.
Well, there's a feather, though. Well, there's an untapped land. Does he have the Chupacabra? Nope, Ben has no threat, has no answer to the feather. He does have a threat of his own, though. Gatebreaker Ram has a 5/5. And a 6/6. Completely out of range of Reckless Rage.
So we're racing.
Yep, and I mean...
Oh! Double Reckless Rage. Yep.
Wow! Well, no, that kills the feather, though. Because it deals 2 damage to your own creature, so it kills the feather.
Yeah.
Unless... No. Yes!
Yeah.
Cast God's Willing Pro Red.
Yeah.
That is absurd. Though you would have to do it in Pepijn's upkeep, so you don't get Gates Ablazed. That turn.
Sure.
I mean...
He's asking this precise question.
Yeah, we called that. Wait, is Anuk there or...?
Anuk's there, but I think they're coming down. So, it does have just 2 targets, right?
Yep, it does.
Targets which you don't you do control. Yeah, so you can...
It works. Wow. Yeah. I mean, you could do it in your own turn.
Just to do 3 damage.
Then you do 3 damage, but then your feather is very, very naked.
Mm. Hey, we have another follower, Sigmake, or Sigmake. Let's assume it's Sigmake. Welcome to the longboat. Grab an oar and join the adventure.
So while we wait for the judge call, I'm gonna finish my...
Consult. So it looks like Mats is going for it, and will be playing it in his own turn. We haven't let Pepijn untap, because that opens up.
It was indeed the question we thought it would be. And yes, it does work.
Yeah, and he's going for it.
He's
in
going
his
for
turn,
it.
So
in his own turn, okay. He has a fair feather! That's absurd! Reckless number 2. In response, God's Willing Pro Red! That is absurd!
Feather only brings back the first one, right?
No, everyone.
It brings back all?
Yeah, but you should not be putting them in the graveyard, though. They go to exile. Not that we're going to be difficult about that, but... They should go to exile while they are not in the hand again. And yes, that is a feather.
And he still has 1 white mana up. So it still protects it from Gates Ablaze.
Yeah, sure, but we know that he doesn't have another one. Oh no, wait! He gets it back!
Yes.
Oh my god, that's crazy!
I was like, am I losing it?
No, I'm losing it. Well, does he have another ram though? No, but he does have a Colossus. Can't cast it, but he does have one. Yeah, the double Reckless Rage God's Willing. The fact that he had that there was so absurd. Games where this deck gets to have a feather out and not have it removed, they're just absolutely insane.
Yep.
Down to 14.
Just a 3/4 flying for 3 already seems unfair. I mean...
I mean, he doesn't have the mana cost for such amount of stats. Oh, wow, this is... I do not want to be in Pepijn's seat right now.
So what's this? Boros...
Challenger, yeah.
Challenger, Summit Sprint? I think it is. And that even proliferates Feather.
Yeah, that's absurd. Yeah, Pepijn just ran into an absolutely godlike opening from Mats' side here.
There's 3 Reckless Rages.
Yeah. He can kill anything.
Why are you attacking?
Because he wants to keep the Reckless Rages God's Willing combo up.
Isn't it a Summit Sprint?
It definitely looks like one, but maybe he's just keeping up the Reckless Rage plus God's Willing fake out.
Okay.
No. Going for the Challenger.
I think I disagree with
Yeah,
this.
no. If you're playing the Challenger anyway.
I'm sprinting.
Yeah. So Pepijn is in dire straits. Needs to find a way to get rid of the feather that does not get blocked by the God's Willing. Oh, well. I mean, if you're Mats here, do you just God's Willing pro black? Or pro red, depending on what you want? Just to keep your God's Willing safe from the 12D invasion?
Yeah, maybe.
You kind of have to, right?
Yeah,
He's going for it.
Yeah, pro white yourself.
Pro
Pro black your feather.
Yeah, black or red.
The red is Angard's thingy. And Jail's greeting.
Which
but
is not
that
enough.
doesn't kill
right,
you,
no.
so.
No, red for untapped land Gates Ablaze.
Sure. Oh, yeah, because there's no black spell that actually gets rid of it. Yeah, should be red.
Yeah. Oh, and he's even going to Summit Sprint to get that safe as well. So that he has to take one of the redundant Reckless Rages. Okay, that's dedication.
Yeah, so everything gets put into the feather pocket.
Yep.
And then he gets to
3
choose
Reckless Rages.
a rage.
And Pepijn must be seeing the writing on the wall here.
Yeah, this is a pretty big punch coming in.
Yep. You'll get to chum the Challenger. I think his hand is only Gates. It's not looking good for our ex-invitational champion.
It's only game 1.
That's
so
true.
only game 1. But as we established already, fungal infection is pretty bad against this version of the Boros deck.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think Pepijn recognizes that as well. He was considering taking them out in the sideboard. There's the sprint.
Yeah.
Mentor.
Grow your feather.
Now it's a 4/5 with God's Willing protection. And it's almost like Feather just makes this matchup completely unfair. I mean, if you're a deck that's trying to trade 1-for-1 answers and threats, well, Feather just ruins that. Yeah, Advanced Grip is all lands. Well, that is getting unlucky though.
It's a growth
But
spiral?
there's Gate Colossus as well. No, it's a Gatebreaker Ram actually.
Hmm.
He plays in the Growth Spirals. He stayed true to the fact that he said he was going to play Junt by just splashing it for the Gold Summit. There's another gate.
So
Okay, he can deploy Colossus plus Ram though. He's got the ground completely gummed up.
who cares?
No, he's not dead to Feather.
Oh yeah, he's missing 1 damage.
Mm-hmm. He could be dead to Feather. I think if you're Mods, you have to upkeep Summit Sprint, but unless you already have it, then whatever. Tick tock, tick tock. What is that?
It's a Pepijn and a Mats to mark if it's game 1, game 2, or 3. Because we haven't been very good at keeping track of that.
Alright, so the turn passes. Upkeep. Well, Mats is at the very least considering it.
I mean, he's going to somewhat sprint the feather anyway, no matter what happens. So
Yeah.
because you want to have your opponent into shock burn range.
Mm-hmm. Leaves it on top. It's not a good sign.
You dead, Peppy?
Looks like it. There's a waving Pikachu in chat. Wave back at the Pikachu.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Clint. Wow, we have South Africa reporting.
Ah, nice. Great.
Okay.
And we have Pepijn down in game 1.
So, Feather wins game 1, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at sideboard options. Adamant Will seems like a relevant card in this matchup. All the other ones, not so much. Am I missing something? I don't think I am.
Maybe demystify for the Gold Summits.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mats won game 1, yes, MRB.
Yeah, but what does he want to take out? Like, what do you take out of this deck?
Reckless Rage?
That was pretty good, though.
Yeah, because he had Feather.
Well, no, because he had 2 and a God's Will. He never really needed them afterwards.
Yeah, sure. But the only reason why he was so free in playing that God's Willing was because of the Feather.
Yep.
Game 2 and 3 again for Pepijn. Well, we'll see. So yeah, not that much sideboarding for Mats going on, I don't think.
Nope.
Pepijn though. Definitely wants to do something.
So, Pepijn
was talking about exchanging the Tolls of the Invasion for more directed counter discard spells.
Yeah, he needs to be faster.
The problem is, which do you pick? Divest is great. If you turn 1 Divest and see a hand for Mats with 3 land, 3 instant sorceries and a creature, you buy yourself several turns by just divesting it.
Yeah.
But the rest to take away the God's Willings is also absurdly good.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, assuming what we talked about would be true, he would take out the 2 fungal infections, take out the 3 Toll of the Invasions. He could actually bring all of them in.
Yeah, I think you also want Obnixilis Cruelty.
Oh yeah, Obnixilis Cruelty. Yeah, I know. He was going to change it. He was going to change the fungal infections with Obnixilis Cruelty. So you have to cite something else out as well. You can't go for Jai's Greeting or Gates Ablaze. He was talking about taking out the Colossuses. I don't know if that's correct though, because Colossus is something they can't God's Willing through.
Yeah, you need to finisher.
Yeah, but the Rams are the finishers though.
Sure, you need enough finishers.
Yeah, I guess.
My Dokita's beard was caught in a fire of pure epicness. Welcome, Bractardo. Seems like a while that we've had you around. And
41 viewers!
Oh! Woo!
We're
famous!
It's a new best, right? For the Invitational?
No. 40... I think 46
Oh,
is
46, okay.
the cap for my stream.
Okay.
Or 64? We had a pretty crazy peak once.
Okay. Like 30 bots.
How many bots do we have? Wow, that looks like a long... Bots that I know are bots. Virgo, VNK, Stream Decker... Freddy.
Yellow has joined us.
Yellow? Which one?
Yellow Hours?
Oh no. Commander is also a bot. Yeah, so...
Commander Circuitous Route. Bolas and Feather are facing off.
Because both are unsleeved. They're out of the decks.
No, Bolas is sleeved, inner sleeve though.
Well, sure, but
Yeah.
neither are in the deck.
True.
The real Yala has
real
been
Yala, wow.
here the whole time.
And not been chatting. That is very uncharacteristic.
Naughty. It's because of you that Pascal lost. You weren't vocal enough. You did this.
Alright, let's see these players bring it for game 2.
Bring it!
Hangover. So Pepijn is definitely the person who needs to perform in this game. It's the final chance he has at winning. Mats gets a redo if he loses this one. Okay, let's see. 2 or 3 Gates of Blazes? 2. But no red mana to cast them though.
Mats has
He's
no
shipping
land.
it away.
And
Is he
both
shipping it
go
away?
to
Oh,
7.
Ben keeps that, okay. His only playable card in hand right now, as far as I could tell, was the Obnixilus's Cruelty. Everything else has a red, which he did not seem to have. If he fails at finding the red...
Geloof in het hart van de kaarten, Yugi.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba.
Well, you are perpetually hung, I know. Over. Well, that was awkward. Thanks for the roller coaster.
Yeah, no, but Ben has no red. Oh no, Mats went to 6 apparently.
Yeah.
Alright, so if Ben doesn't find red, I think the game is over.
A land, he's dead. Oh no, wait. That's not how it works.
That's not red. Civic Guildgate. 3rd color. Next turn he gets to go untap land Cruelty. If he wants to get rid of the Challenger.
Probably has to.
Oh, but that's a red source though. He decides to just deploy the red source to try and get Mats with the early Gates of Blaze on 2 creatures.
Gid.
Mats has the lands. Attack for 2. That was always going to happen.
Well, not if it was cruelly removed.
Well, true. But given the situation...
And if it was a 10th District Legionnaire, it was going to be an attack for 4.
Very likely. There's a God's Willing in hand for Mats. So you could deploy the Urchin, keep up the God's Willing.
I think I would.
Yeah. Could also just deploy the second Challenger plus keep up Willing, but...
Works. I mean, deploy something. He has a Defiant Strike as well, which is pretty good on this board. And Pepijn has to... I think still has to...
He did not Gates of Blaze. That
so
is risky.
He wants to bait out the God's Willing with the Cruelty and then Gates of Blaze next turn.
That's possible.
That doesn't sound like a bad...
No. Definitely true. Doesn't sound bad if you put it that way.
I mean, you let him Defiant Strike, you target the same creature
Yeah,
with Cruelty,
exactly.
force him to...
Since nothing really cares about getting it cast, your Cruelty is in a prime position to be used here.
Mats is like, eh? Ooh. Just take 4.
Yep.
I would have been greedy and Defiant Striked here.
What?
I would have been greedy and Defiant Striked here. Defiantly struck.
Cruelty is still happening though.
He took the 4 damage though.
Yep. Surprisingly.
Oh, he also has Adamant Will. So he could have God's Willinged and Adamant Willed.
Oh wow. Yep. So now there's only one creature, Pepijn can just Angrat's Rampage, and the thing's gone.
Yep. Because Rampage is sacrifice, right?
Yeah, Rampage is sacrifice. All the protection Mats has does nothing.
Wow, such a swing from what
could
have been.
But Pepijn doesn't need to pull the trigger on that Rampage though. He cannot be greedy and try not to play it here.
I agree.
You cannot try and go for Gates of Blaze. That's just... I mean, even in Summit Sprint will save it from Gates of Blaze. You have to go for it here. There's nothing else you're gonna do. He's thinking. Oh wait, the door blew open. He has to do it though. He didn't! Wow. On what grounds, Pepijn? On what grounds? I think he's getting greedy trying to get the Gates Ablaze to work, but...
Yeah, because now he thinks there's no protection.
Because the cruelty worked?
Mm-hmm. Gates Ablaze here.
Yeah. And then still, even if you're doing that, you should have... the Rampage. Still only gets to save one, though.
Yep.
Still think it was too greedy to try and save the Rampage there. Mats decides, I want to save the Challenger.
So Gates Ablaze getting countered partially by a God's Willing. Gets rid of a Fire Urchin. And leaves up 2 mana, which Mats knows barely does anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can count on the fact that Mats knows this.
Yeah.
He will have taken his time getting to know the deck list.
I mean,
so 6 lands against 3.
it's possible that the finals are almost over, so let me finish this final bit of food.
Oh, we're back to 37 viewers. Okay, Boros Challenger coming in, getting defiantly struck. We see Reckless Rage in that hand.
Mm-hmm. It is done.
Single digits.
It's been eaten. There's a Colossus.
That does things.
Yeah, but he has to play the Rampage now, though. You have to clear that damn board.
He can do both.
Yeah, sure, but you do have to do the Rampage, though.
Yep, I agree.
Because, like, right now you're killing the one challenger with a Rampage, which you could have done 2 turns ago. And save yourself 5 damage? Wow. Wow, that is greedy.
What's he saving the Rampage for at this point?
I don't know. That's just incredibly greedy.
And now he can't even play...
No, he can't play Colossus. He had that planned.
Okay.
No, I didn't think we'd have ever done it if he couldn't play Colossus, but still, wow. I mean, sure, he's blocking the Challenger if it attacks. There's nothing a Challenger can do to get past the Colossus. Unless he has, again, Reckless Rage, God's Willing again.
Well, he has Reckless.
Yeah, true, but no God's Willing.
Oh, but he has Legionnaire as well. Can he swing around and kill him?
Around I don't see happening.
There's a Pyrohelix and a Summits. Oh no, a Reckless. Yeah, and Reckless the other one. Kill... Each of them gets a Reckless Rage, 8 damage to the...
Oh yeah, that kills the Colossus, sure.
Yeah, then you're attacking for 5, Summits Rages in hand.
Yeah.
That's 8. We're missing 1.
It's not for 8 though, it's attack for 5.
Yeah, he doesn't have mana anymore.
Liliana off the top though. Or Chandra. Not that though. Wait, he has Chandra in hand.
He does?
Yeah, he's had Chandra in hand for the longest time. But he doesn't have double red.
Well, he has now.
Yeah, for next turn. When he dies to literally any pumps, any targeting spell.
So the land 1 turn too late?
The land...
We know the Summit Sprint is in hand.
Yeah, not the... Are you sure?
Wasn't it? Or is it Pyrohelix? Whoa!
It's Pyrohelix.
It's Pyrohelix.
Yeah, I mean, you can say he lost in not getting the second red mana. I say he lost in not playing the Rampage earlier.
I agree.
Yeah.
That was a super interesting match. Holy noodles.
Very interesting.
Mats wins and takes away the opportunity to have a repeat invitational winner.
Yeah.
I think this will be a vindication for Mats as well.
Yeah.
Because
the last invitational he got really unlucky.
Yeah. I think he played 2 already.
I think this is just the second.
Yeah.
I don't remember another one where he was, but it could be. It could be. But yes, congratulations to Mats.
Sydney Claus wins these invitational.
All right.
Tournament.
How about I talk to the losing finalist and you talk to the winner?
Sure.
Since I was talked to Ben a lot already about the deck. Wait, they're not coming. Oh, they're still.
Yeah, they're still decompressing.
Right.
I mean, they just played the most influential match of their lives. Mats will go down the annals of history. A true champion for this.
True. Pepijn will be happy to make his concert I was going to tonight on time. Meaning I'll have to drop him off first. Anyway, the game could have gone a lot different if he just rampaged 2 turns earlier.
Yes, I agree.
He would not be dead now. He would untap Chandra, wipe the board. The Mats' hand was empty. Well, no, he would have kept the Pyro Helix in this case, but still. You're very welcome for the stream, CRDev.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Even though I'm deadly tired and I wasn't as active as I usually am, I feel happy that I got to be like the producer a bit more and have Sander do more of the talking. So,
well, I did prepare.
Nice. Yeah,
I tested every quarterfinal matchup yesterday. Made a little analysis on what's beside boardable. So
it was interesting.
I feel like it helped helped us stay on topic.
Yep, definitely. And that's another invitation. I wonder how many invitationals we've done now. Because the invitational came later.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might be the 6th one.
Yeah. Feather won you the game. Very nice.
Feather won some crazy games.
Well, only one. We only saw Feather get played once today, right?
Were you here today?
I didn't see Feather win Feather won the first game in the finals.
Yes. Feather won one of the games in the semi-finals and the quarterfinals as well.
Really?
Yes. There was one match where he had Feather every game.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Am I misremembering? Chat, help me out here. You guys can... Oh yeah, no... You can't clip anymore now, I guess.
I know, that's too late to clip that.
Yeah. So stick around in the chat because we're gonna have a talk with the 2 finalists still.
Yeah. See what they want to change about their decks, because I definitely believe both of these decks are good picks for the Open. They're definitely very solid, with maybe some changes. Like again, Mats might have won this. I still disagree with the lack of Infuriate.
Yeah. There's a lot of flex in this deck.
For sure, though.
Like the amount of explosiveness versus the amount of playability. Gameplay that it has.
Yep. Well, I will let Niels leave and take his chair. Musical chairs, let's go!
Right.
Hello. Ben, welcome to the stream area.
Thank you.
You lost.
Yes, unfortunately I did. It was I think a misplayed game too. I should have played Anger and then keep base up.
Yep.
But I wasn't sure. I was very scared of Feather. I should be so scared of Feather because If you had feather and something, I could never win. So I tried to play around that.
Yeah.
And try to get him at the second place.
Right. So you try to keep the rampage up just to
ensure
stop feather. Yeah.
Yeah. To make sure if he plays feather, I have an answer for feather. And then I also had Chandra on hand.
Yep. But you got the red mana too
late. Yeah. Was unfortunate, but anyway, maybe it was correct to cut the card. Or maybe I know about the cyber plan. My cyber was very great.
What was your cyber plan?
My cyber plan was cut the fungal infections because they don't hit a lot.
Right.
In hindsight, I probably should have kept it to combat reckless rage, like Melts pointed out.
Oh,
if you reckless the creature like a fungal infection, the creature dies. Okay, my creature still takes the damage, it still dies, but at least I get something for it. Now, as you've seen game 1, my 8/8 just died because of double reckless rage.
Yeah.
And I got cut all of the invasion for Divest to try to delay him so he doesn't have. Main thought was to catch a rare or a mythic, because those are the back breaking ones most of the time, like Feather or Alien, whatever. And second one, just delay him, pick one of his best 2 drops, or maybe if he has a handful of spells and 1 or 2 drops, I can pick one, maybe kill the other one. Was the idea, but didn't feel very good. And then I never felt like I had an advantage. I was always on the backbone. I was just like, maybe I can try to survive. Especially game 1. Game 1, I shouldn't have kept the hand.
Yeah.
And hand was too slow.
Your game 2 keep was also very sketchy though. You had Cruelty, Gates of Blaze, Rampage, no red lands.
Yeah, but I played like 12 red sources.
Sure.
Well, it was fine. As long as I did have 1 red source. No, you
had no red source in the opening hand.
Yeah. But it was, idea behind the hand was, if I draw a red source, I have 2 Gates of Blaze and a Rampage, so I can stall very long, and I should get that, but I did.
You didn't cast a Rampage, which probably cost you the game there. Or at least cost you several turns in which to...
It delayed me 1 turn, and probably would have gotten Chandra online then, and maybe would have changed the clock.
You would have not lost 5 life if you had Rampaged when you first...
What's the main difference?
So you would have survived the last turn, you could have Chandra, wiped the board, and
maybe why we bought if he has nothing, if he doesn't have Samus Sprint, or...
He played his last card, the Pyro Helix.
Oh, yeah, in the last turn, yeah.
The last turn...
I couldn't know that at that point. No. He had 3 cards left in hand.
True. I mean, at that point it was also too late to cast a Rampage, but still. Alright, so enough about your sad loss here.
Yes.
About the deck.
Yes.
Do you like it?
I like it very much. It surprised me. Gates Blaze is still a very strong card.
And Guild Summit.
And Guild Summit also. It's draw your entire deck, wipe entire board. But less good because of course of filling against this deck, but still very good. I've seen against Elm, we had like, the game 1 was just a wash.
Yeah.
And against Tom was a completely different matchup. I like the deck. I probably would change maybe a few cards. I didn't really like the cyber plan.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the cyber plan. I think I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, it wasn't
so I just did a little bit of everything, but in the end I did nothing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't very good.
That's definitely a point to keep in mind though for anyone who wants to try this deck for the open. The meta right now is very diverse, so it's going to be real difficult to get the correct sideboard plan. Because what Junt does do is sideboard very well, but you need to build the correct sideboard, and that might be real difficult. I mean, you can build a sideboard to try and beat certain decks that you want to beat, but you will have to choose what you want to deal with exactly.
Yeah.
So if anyone has any more questions for Pepijn, now is the time, and if not, Pepijn, any final statements, people you want to thank, things you want to do?
If people want to play deck, it's a very fun deck. It's still Gates of Blaze, just more oriented around the black and the green-red cards. I really like the format today. It was especially nice because you didn't know what to expect. Everybody was playing a different deck with a lot of diversity, showing what Gentry can be. I hope people enjoyed the session today.
It seemed like it in the chat. Anyway.
Maybe they have an idea for the open. So, that's a cool deck, I might want to play this or change a bit around in it. Well, thank you very much for inviting me. It was a lot of fun. It's sad I lost, but Mats played by the way, Mats played really well. He was a really tight player, so he definitely deserved to win it.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that. Alright, well, just so you know, there is, according to Niels, still no one who has won the Invitational twice. you failed to do that right now.
I failed to do it.
But, you know.
I tried, but...
qualify again next time and see if you can get it done.
I'll try again.
Until then, I'll see you on the Open. Bye-bye.
Yes. Goodbye. Thank you.
And I will be exiting myself after I get Niels back in here. And Niels will talk to Mats about the winner's interview. And I will be not returning to the stream, so I enjoyed talking to you all today. Niels, thank you for having me as your co-caster. It was very much fun. Assuming that I don't win the Open and have to play next one, don't ask me and I'll just come co-cast again.
We'll make it a popularity vote between you and Kobe.
Or we just kick you out and me and Kobe do it.
Oh, kick me out so I can play an invitational?
Yes.
Oh.
You play the invitational, me and Kobe do the streaming.
That might actually be something we consider.
We can do that. Alright, everyone, bye-bye. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Mats. So, yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, first things first, Mats, champion of the St. Niklaas community, or what's left of it at this point.
What's left of it, yes.
I hope that you get to bring some of the enthusiasm from today back home and grab some people to come to the Gentry Open.
Yes, we are in a difficult position right now in St. Niklaas.
I know. We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
We really loved the rivalry we used to have when both communities were really big. And you've always been a champion for that community. So it was cool to have you here.
Yes,
for what it's worth, both Sander and me had you in our top 2 chances to win this event.
Even with that difficult quarterfinal matchup?
Even through that quarterfinal match.
I did dodge a bullet at that point. 1-0 down, game 2, 1 draw left. Defiant strike to find Shock and Pyro Helix.
It was pretty crazy.
It could have been
that
0-2 and lose it.
Yeah, I feel like you've saved up some luck from the bad luck you had last time.
Yeah, I was... After 10 minutes on round 1, I was like, I'm never returning here.
But you did, and this time you won. And like Sandra already said, you made sure we don't have a repeat winner yet. Who knows? Maybe that's going to be you someday in the future.
Yes.
You played Boros Feather. It's quite established at this point. You're playing a version that is a bit different than what a lot of people are playing here in Ghent, which we think helped you. We talked about this with the people that fell to you, in that they were probably from time to time playing around cards you weren't even playing. Yeah. So do you like your version of the deck? Is there anything you might change going into the Open?
The deck dates from May, when I played 3 or 4 FNMs and Gentry monthlies in St. Niklaas with the deck, and I won all of those tournaments. So I knew I had a good deck at that point.
Yeah.
But then Gentry just stopped in St. Niklaas. I was going on holiday, and people were not gathering in large enough numbers to fire the events.
Yeah.
So the deck was on the sideline. And when Core 2020 came out, I added God's Willings because they made the deck really stronger.
And 10th District Legionnaire, right?
No, that's War of the Spark already.
Is that War of the Spark?
So the deck was already having Sheltering Light instead of God's Willing. Yeah. So God's Willing made it a lot better, I believe.
Yeah.
And 1 month ago, when Tom was preparing for his metagame article, we were chatting about 17 decks. And Boros Agro was not one of those 17. So I was like, the guys in Ghent, they don't have it. I thought they have discarded it as non-competitive.
Yeah.
So every time I registered for an arena Gentry tournament, I was bringing Orzhov discard, Mono Black discard. I was like, I am going to hide it.
Sure.
And then it was like, I'm going to bring it either to the Invitational or to the Open. So I brought it today.
Yeah, you were the only straight aggro player at this event as well.
Which makes my sideboard looks a bit silly. With the Daybreak Chaplains and the Healing Solve.
Yeah, but you still have to be ready for Mono Red in Gentry.
Yes, I like a bit of overkill against that deck.
Yeah, it's
definitely. You need it.
I
cannot give him a chance.
Yeah, because you're so bound to lose game 1.
With all the toughness 3 creatures.
Your deck is a lot better than the average deck and against it. But still, looking at what Mono Red does to a lot of people is you have to have a 66+% chance to win.
Even though the deck was only going to be here once today, I wanted to be prepared to beat it.
Yeah.
It turned out it was not here at all. So
no, all right.
I could only use 4 or 5 cards from my sideboard all day. So,
it made it very easy for us to analyze what you were going to do. It's like, okay, just these 2, these 3. Yeah. It was really nice to have you, Matt. It was really nice to see you.
Unfinished business from last time.
Finished business. So congratulations and see you
very
at
much.
the Gentry Open, I hope.
Yes. I hope everybody enjoyed all the games.
It seemed
I think especially the first round was crazy.
I think every match we had, barring that one game where Pepijn Gatebreaker ramped all the way through Alan, was really nice to watch, really interactive. Even the mulligan to 5 in Ruben's match was a really nice game to watch. Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna close out the stream, let you relax downstairs and enjoy your victory.